Hello everybody, I'm just about ready to get started. Welcome, Chris. Okay, so let's chat. Well, I got some good news. I looked at my save file the other day, and I said to myself, you know what, we're getting near the end of the game. What have I not tried? What have I not done? And silly me, I saw that icon while I was playing yesterday, and I forgot to go collect petals. Like, we have all the petals, but we didn't give them to the collectors, what I mean. So we have all, whatever, 110 or 120. Because I checked each district, we're not missing any. I just never actually got the reward for them. So we're gonna have to do that in the beginning. And also, I was thinking, now that we have Renegade, is there any way I could have used his ability differently in order to get those treasures in the town? Because there's one of two scenarios. One, the guards move eventually because they die. Two, you have to use Renegade's ability. And fortunately, messing around due to insomnia yesterday, I did see there was a way to use Renegade's ability. So I think we're also going to wrap up some treasure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and launch the game. And we're going to pause the music. Let's jump into the game. Oh, 1 second, chat. I'm not seeing you on my big screen. There we go. I was gonna say I'm blind. I need a big screen for you guys sometimes. So yeah, let's go wrap up everything in the town before we continue the plot. Okay. Actually, one other thing too. I guess I never reported our last landmarks. Let's see if we get any dialogue here. We have to be near the end of these.
How are things going? You're quite the explorer.
Alright, so we now found up to 21. Thanks to going out of bounds. Man, who'd have thunk? Helped out more than I ever could have asked.
Here's a little something for you.
Oh. Okay, so going out of order gave me this early. I could have had this, I think, in the previous chapter, technically. You know, with all that's going on, I've been doing a lot of soul searching. Honestly, the earnest gleam in your eyes has me kind of feeling sorry for my life. How did you even find these? I think the only reason we didn't hand it in the previous part is because the guy we normally handed into yesterday was involved in the side quest. So I guess that kind of makes sense. So now that he's back, we handed it in. But now, thanks to you, I wanted to rediscover what it is that makes Balduke so great myself. This may be the end of our little landmark reporting arrangement. Oh, so 21 is the max. Interesting. But I'm willing to bet your next adventure will bring a whole slew of new ones to discover. Well, hell yeah, we're leaving this place behind. We might even burn the city down. We'll see. Anyway, thanks again for all your help. I mean it. So that's out of the way. We learned Cardinal something. Blast. 80 SP. 80 SP and it only has a B in stun? Are you serious? Come on. Come on, who do you think I am? This should be at least an S, if not triple S. It's 80 SP. We have a 72 one. It's worse than Stun than Vermilion Scythe. Why would I use this? Ooh, I don't like that at all. Like, granted, I can make the price less, but it's still not good. If that's supposed to be his final technique, that is really disappointing. Yeah, with the 2/3 it costs 53. That's still a lot. Like, I'll put it this way. Without any SP cost down, Cerberus instead of Cerberus. I was calling it Cerberus Blast, I think, before. Cerberian Burst is S rank at everything and costs the same as a 2/3 Cardinal Blast. Only it has S in stun, which is the most important thing. Now, Heavenly Steps is also pretty good if you just want stun. Unlike the time slow with the burst. But like, also Chan, I know it's immature, but I just see Impact A, Stun S, Break S, and I'm like, that's an interesting combination of letters you have there for your ranking. But even like Brave Hurricane is like way cheaper than Addles, and it is better stun. Yeah, Carnage Lancer gives a stun. I remember that. If I just want a stun loop, I have Deadly Rush. Otherwise, Carnage Lancer was my boss move. Like, most of these characters have an A stun move, except for garbage tier characters like Renegade. Yeah, Adol doesn't get an A stun move, so I don't think I would ever use him legit on bosses. So him and Renegade are just kind of, very questionable. Okay, so here's what I learned while messing around with Insomnia yesterday. There is a way to get these treasures. I said the other day, I needed to think with powers a bit more.
A treasure chest.
And the answer was to go through the side entrance, which I remember seeing, but I forgot about it. So let's go get the final treasures. Which, to be fair, I wouldn't have been able to get until last chapter, so there's not too much time. Like, I could have had it one chapter earlier. I needed to at least be in the Noble District section of the game.
Is this all for real?
So presumably... Yeah.
A treasure chest.
Oh, that faster run speed feels so good, chat. Oh, you don't have to backseat. I'll figure it out eventually.
Treasure chest.
Okay, and then we gotta go back to the petal person, because I have the petals, I just never got the reward for it. Oh yeah, you can't mark her as a destination for some reason. It's kind of weird, honestly.
How many did you find, I wonder? You've made me one happy girl.
Oh wow, that's 110 petals in all. Now that's a lot of fortune and joy. Yeah, I could have had this also in the previous chapter. I think I just forgot to hand it in. Like, I collected them, but I just actually just forgot to talk to her again.
I've just got to thank you.
Apple pie recipe received. Thanks a bunch. If I name where has your petals, you know where to bring them.
How many did you find, I wonder? Wow, you found so many.
No way. You've collected 120 petals altogether.
I've just got to thank you.
She's just got to thank us, chat. Precepts? Okay. Wow. Not even in my dreams did I think you'd ever find this many. It's getting kind of strange, actually. I can almost feel the joy swelling deep in my heart with every petal you bring me. It is I who has been blessed with fortune and joy. Just the feeling of being near you like this is proof enough of that. I'm happy for you. Something you want to tell me? I'll say something you want to tell me. Of course. So many things, but none that I'm able to quite yet. Adel, no matter what happens, know that you are never alone. Please, if nothing else, promise me you'll never forget that. Well, that sounded more like one of the goddesses. Wait, seriously, what is up with me? Gushing my heart out to you like that. Don't get me wrong. Really don't feel that way about you, no offense. You're a good guy, though. That much I can't deny. Anyway, thanks for putting up with my demands for so long. At this point, I've had enough fortune and joy to last me a lifetime. So for my last request, I want you to get out there and find some for yourself. See you around, okay? Oh, I was just talking about I wanted another sacrament slot. Perfect. So I could just leave it on increased mapping. Well, I don't really need it. I could do the rare drop rate up. Yeah, so then I'll have to unequip Ares Seal, which is what I want to keep on permanently. So I think with that, we have 100% treasure. Just trying to see if there's any other side questy kind of areas I want to do. I guess I want to go get Doll first.
Adel, I am glad to see you are okay.
Did you remember something, or what are you doing here? We'll ask her if she remembered something.
What's wrong?
Yes. I had forgotten something very important to me. When Aprilis was pierced by that sword, that is when I remembered. Long ago, I was once a doll that was given to a certain little girl.
A certain little Aprilis, yes.
She belonged to a common farming family, though they lived comfortably. As this girl's doll, I watched as she grew into a proper young woman. Those were modest, peaceful days. I thought they would continue as they were forever. That was until the girl, Rosvita, was discovered to be a saint and sent off to war.
Hello, Calvisham. Hope you're doing well.
I'm going now, Anemona. I'll be back before you know it, so be a good girl and wait for me, okay? When the war's over, we'll have a wonderful tea party together, like we always do.
And then she died by being burned alive.
And those were the last words she ever spoke to me.
You mean Saint Rosvita?
You were Saint Rosvita's doll?
It's okay, chat. We predicted this a long time ago. It's not really a plot revelation for us.
If those memories came back after seeing Aprilis' final moments, does that mean... I'm not entirely sure yet. But there is one other thing I remembered. As time went on while she was away, I found myself spending time with another human. I called him Papa.
Happy birthday, Anemona. For today will be the first day of your life. Now open your eyes and look at me. Stretch your legs and feel the land beneath your feet.
Papa was the one who gave me a soul and a conscience.
Why did she forget about who revived her? What?
Is that even possible? Who the hell is this guy?
Unfortunately, I haven't remembered much more than that, but something inside me tells me Papa is much closer than we realize. Perhaps more of my memories will return with time. Anemona.
I am all right now, everyone. It would seem you all have somewhere to go. I shall accompany you. All right then, what's next on our agenda? The Colosseum and the Pendleton Company. Either one's fine with me. Let's get to it already. Right. Yufa ... Yeah, the only other thing I'm not sure about, does Anamona actually have an A rank stun? I don't think she does either. That's why I don't use her on bosses, generally speaking. Mistral Epee with the S rank break is pretty good though. I guess I'll go to the Coliseum first. It's you lot. You were at the Cultural Heritage Site. Oh, you're the government official we ran into. Is something the matter? You're looking pretty tired. Tired? I suppose I might be. I ended up wanted by the Hieroglyph Knights. Somehow or another. The Knights are after you. Turn to a life of crime. You know what? We'll ask her if she turned to a life of crime just to piss her off.
Could it be?
Don't be ridiculous. I came here to do nothing short of my very best, in the name of the Roman Empire. Seizing the government general must be some sort of revenge to them. Nevertheless, I have a plan to... Those accursed knights, if you'd excuse me. Preposterous, exactly.
What are the Hieroglyph Knights up to?
I know, she needs to wiggle run out of there for sure. The Colosseum seems emptier than usual. Guess they really did put all their showing on hold after all. We need to find out why Felix was taken away by the Knights. No, we don't. Why do we care about what reason they took them away? Like, honest question from a plot standpoint. Like, this has been told to our party for like 5 chapters now that people are being arrested for false accusations. Why do we care why they were arrested? Just break them out of jail. Like, hello, break them out of jail. Like you did like 7 other people. Just East 9's plot is like a big question mark sometimes, chat. Talking to his coworkers is probably the fastest way to do that. All right, let's go. Gee, chat, I wonder if he was taken to a hidden underground research area. Part of your idiots, yeah. I guess you say that like Ficht? What a name. Oh, you're Felix's friends, right? We are. We heard he never made it home last night. That would be because he was taken to the prison. Oh. I'm sorry. I objected to what the Knights were doing, really. I did. The rumors are true then. But they can't be. Why Felix of all people? Remember that bull that went on a rampage during the show? He's taken in on suspicion of endangering spectators with his reckless bull handling. You're joking! I wish I was. Anyone who was there knows it wasn't his fault. It's gotta be some mistake or something. The Knights were the ones to blame for that in the first place. Meh. Those guys will make any random offense to toss someone in the clink. Yes, Credo, we've established this in the plot. I don't get why we're asking what reason they went to jail. Who cares? It's not like we're trying to find evidence for their court case or something. It's not that kind of game. We're literally just gonna go break them out. Like, who cares? Those dirtbags. They're just framing him at this point. Yes, Yufa, it's been established for like 5 characters at this point that they frame people. So many people, Yufa. Like, seriously, how many side NPCs have we rescued from the Knights at this point? At least 3. We've interacted with at least 2 that are falsely accused. Even Ingrid, just now. That was like 5 minutes ago. Like, come on, game. I think they're just the same. Nothing good could come from this. Yes, this means the Knights have some business with your boy toy. What? Credo, stop talking. There's some kind of common link with your sister getting hauled in. I'm not gonna call her that. You know what? Just call her White Cat. I'm not calling her that. You mean between Carla and Felix? They're not exactly comparable. I mean, he's compassionate, I guess. Surprisingly kind and smart and... Wait, God, just what are you trying to make me say here? It's okay, Yufa, calm down. Drop dead. When exactly was Felix taken away yesterday? In the evening, right after a night show got cancelled out of nowhere. Knights called out and stopped Felix on our way home from the Colosseum. Well, not just the Knights. Some Roman soldiers were there too. Roman soldiers? So they were in on it too? Actually, they were trying to bail him out. Apparently they were there during that show when the bull got out of control. The Romans were helping him? But Felix ended up taken away by force either way. The Roman soldiers said they couldn't do anything about it without a warrant. Just what is up with all this? Felix. He's not the only one who got taken away. The whole city's been on edge. And here everybody thought the Knights were the good guys. Well, anyway, here's hoping Felix comes back to us soon. Oh, he will. He might get cloned. Then we'll have like a Felix trio. So Felix really was taken away by the Knights. I'm so sorry, Yufa. I'll be okay. We can't just stick around here. Let's keep moving, Adel. Where should we head next? The Pendleton Company, right? This'll be our last stop. Let's hurry it up then. Yeah, I thought it was already I mean, I guess if they weren't sure if they got arrested, that's why we're doing this, but still. We received a message from the prison mine's foreman requesting your mediation. They wish to consult you immediately about the miners' compensation. At a time like this, I'll head over now, so keep them busy until I get there. There's something you might want to know about the gold procurement from Celceta. There was a logistical error, so the deal has been suspended. During that period, the market has shifted quite a bit. And what have you done about it? What are you a supervisor for? I'm not here to solve every trivial matter. I'm not here to talk about our memories of Celceta. Right, chat? My apologies, sir. Mr. Pendleton, how would you like for me to reply to the Altago branch? Uh-oh, Altago? We're just throwing all the references in there today. The current sovereign requests your presence at the royal banquet. Altago, that's too far. I can't leave the company for that long without Carla here. I can't think of a pun for East 7, but insert it here. Tell the branch manager to attend the banquet in my place. Well, he certainly looks busy. Yeah, probably because Carla's not here. Miss Krisha. Oh, it really is Miss Krisha. What? Mr. Rich, if Miss Krisha were to return, it would solve a great many of our predicaments. Why have you come back? I heard Carla was detained, so I... Leave. Huh? Krisha, the affairs of this company no longer concern you. Pendleton is no place for the likes of a dingy florist such as yourself. Oof. Burn. Oh, why? Krisha. Wait, this is her battle to fight. What? You can't mean it, Mr. Rich. Yeah, Miss Krisha's here to offer her... You two, stay out of this.
Father, you're right. I did leave Pendleton, but I'm still a part of this family. I'll never forget everything that you and Carla have done for me. So please.
The time for remission has long passed. It was your decision to leave. Once you've made a decision, you must commit to it and accept its consequences.
I understand. Then I have a proposal. As the owner of Le Petit Fleuriste, I propose a business arrangement.
What did you say?
We at Le Petit Fleuriste offer to provide investigative services to Pendleton. We will confirm the safety and whereabouts of Carla Pendleton, your chief of sales. As compensation, we seek the white sarin flowers that bloom across Altago. We understand you have these seeds in stock, and ask that you give us a courtesy discount. We will also require you to provide any and all information relevant to the investigation.
Do you have any idea what you're suggesting?
Oh my gosh, we really do need Detective Dogi.
How can I partner with a flower shop from the slums with no reputable achievements?
A man with your merit and experience should be able to tell if we are trustworthy.
What?
I mean, he should just look at Credo and kick them out, I'm just saying.
Under the conditions I propose, Pendleton would incur no liabilities. Like you said, our shop is still small. That is why we offer to shoulder the risk. As someone once told me, gains are made by taking losses.
You'll be up against the Hieroglyph Knights, who are on the brink of war against the Empire. What can a lone flower shop do?
Craft a lot of equipment?
We won't saddle you with the details. I know Pendleton is busy enough as it is, but I can guarantee that the results will be satisfactory.
Okay, seriously, why did we come here?
Miss Krisha, impressive.
Krisha, why is it only now that you're able to do this?
Turns out, I had a lot to learn from opening a shop of my own.
I ran it for like one day and then I just did delegation. My favorite role as a manager.
At first, I was afraid to even decide on order quantities without you and Carla.
I dumped it on that poor sucker still running my stand.
But if I wanted to keep my shop open, I knew I had to make decisions on my own.
Okay, whatever, game.
I couldn't run away like I used to, even from things I wasn't good at.
Krisha, I think you've been at the shop for like a day total.
It was just common sense thinking back. I'm embarrassed it took me so long to learn.
So it was I who stifled your growth.
That's not true at all. Without you and Carla, I would have never learned the things I needed to get to this point.
Without you, I wouldn't have learned to walk all over every boss we fight.
I could have never done this on my own. That's why I have to save Carla.
I filed a complaint with the Roman garrison for what happened to Carla.
Oh no, the writing in this game is not good. Listen, we're gonna have a breakdown in the review, but I legitimately think this is the worst written game. And like, you might be able to bash on like East 4 for being super linear, and the story is like, the location just always happens to be relevant to the plot, but that was still better written than this.
But Warden Belger wasn't there, so it was a fruitless endeavor.
Huh?
Was any and all information relevant to the investigation not one of your conditions?
Father!
Alas, the garrison didn't have any information, but for whatever reason, the Knights did. According to them, Carla was detained on suspicion of colluding with the Monstroms.
Really?
Does that mean...
The charges alone aren't enough to incite suspicion. For all we know, they could be true. I'm sure Carla's reasons would have been justified.
Yeah, I think the yeah, we'll talk about it more in the review, but I think I know why the writing doesn't really work in this game, but we'll hold on for a longer discussion. I don't want to like start it here when I'd rather talk about it during the review.
It was the fact that they had the gall to arrest someone from Pendleton without consulting me. Considering my relationship with them, it is a most unwarranted and concerning act.
They're not even bothering with keeping up appearances anymore.
The only thing I'm gonna say is that, like, yeah, Lacrimosa was a lot more solid in this story. I think they're having general issues, without going into specific reasons why, but they're having general issues trying to keep it in one setting. And I think the problem is they tried introducing in a cast of existing characters rather than, like, picking them up as you go along. So a lot of the story doesn't really make a lot of sense because, like, they just arbitrarily decide not to help you or just not tell you things. So I think part of the setting is a big reason for it, but as I said before, we'll go into more details later.
Or maybe they don't need to.
I can't believe it.
My personnel in the mines report that the Knights often meet in the prison's restricted sector. Rumors are circulating that the Knights are holding their newly captured prisoners there.
The restricted sector. Maybe Carla's there too.
It is a possibility. That's all the information I have about Carla at the moment.
Thank you, Father.
I can't believe they intend to rebel against the Empire by usurping the Governor General. While it's true the Empire did invade Glia, it's better governed under them than the royal family.
Yeah, that is definitely a pet peeve of mine with the Prillis in particular. Like, I really hate characters like that. Like, it's like a bad writing trope where they realize this character should know the events, and rather than giving like an organic reason for, you know, why they may or may not be able to share certain information, they're like, you're not ready for it yet. And it's like, the whole plot of this game would have been over by like chapter 3. In fact, the plot should have been over before Adel even existed. If you think about it. It's just very arbitrary. She still never told us her plot, by the way.
I think the current events are a necessary step in history, but a rough one nonetheless.
Mr. Pendleton.
I'll send word if I get any more information. Be careful.
I will.
One last thing about your shop. Its location lacks visibility and is disadvantageous to your exposure. Even small changes can bring about vast improvements to your business's image. Remember what I've taught you.
Okay. Thank you, Father.
Wow, you rocked that, Krisha. Whatever you say, Yufa. Huh? Rocked what? Standing up to your dad, what else? You really surprised me there. Yeah, I surprised myself, if anything. I'm glad I was able to tell him how I felt, though. And we were able to acquire some useful information besides. Well, that should just about do it for our rounds, yeah? Yep, our objectives are complete. Maybe we should head back to the Dandelion for now. Let's go, Adel. Oh, go back to the Dandelion? I was about to do the teacup thing. Hopefully this does not get in the way of what I want to do. So the Knights really were snatching people up off the streets. Yes! Yes! Why did we have to investigate this? What? Hello? Hello? Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Hello, they happened in this game. Oh my gosh, Detective Dogi, please. You're killing me. The game started with that.
This one is special.
Like, come on. I hate it. I hate it indeed. Oh my gosh, they are really stupid. I can't handle them sometimes, chat. They really hurt. They hurt the brain. Master and Commander Chatelard. What exactly does he intend to do with them? Oh my gosh, they still don't know. Man, it is painful when they're really slow on the uptake. But the Knights haven't done anything drastic since they captured the Governor General's office. That's what I don't like. It's like the calm before the storm. That's like the third character that said by that, by the way. There was one character in the Colosseum that almost used the exact phrase. Perhaps it has something to do with the recent arrests. I find it difficult to believe they're just come this far just to hang their hats up now. Maybe they're waiting for something. What? Don't look at me. Oh, we weren't, Credo. I don't want to look at you. I haven't shown up to work in a while, so I'm out of the loop as... I'm as out of the loop as you are. Master Chatelard, as you're all aware, he's a venerable and deeply trusted ambassador between Glia and Rome. Despite that, it wouldn't be unexpected in the least if he fostered a deep hatred for the Romans. Really? How can you tell? What? What? We were just told this. What do you mean, how can you tell? he told us this. Game, are you being serious right now? He's like, my true objective is to get revenge on Rome. We were just there. That's where Aprilis died. That wasn't even that long ago. Like, that time they were legitimately there. I swear I'm going crazy with the plot, chat. Like, this plot is driving me wild. Like, seriously? He freaking told us already. He told us this already. Why are we questioning this? Master Chatelard always seemed like a guy with a proclivity for the moderate. You guys are so dumb. I can't handle this right now. He literally told us his plan, more or less. The only thing he didn't say was clone army. But they should be able to figure this out by now. I'm just saying. When Glia was invaded by the Empire, he was on the front lines defending Balduc. A massive battle erupted on the outskirts of Balduc. The 4th Battalion, commanded by General Burden of the royal family, suffered defeat. The general retreated from the battlefield into the safety of Balduc's walls. The Roman army, with the victory in sight, pursued him without mercy. I believe this was the battle which resulted in your parents passing, Ufa. Written for players that play 10 minutes at a time. In case you forgot, let me say the plot again. Something like that. In mere moments, Balduc was besieged by a Roman general known as the Roaring Leo. Oh, Roaring Leo. Which East game was he in, chat? Was that 7? The name is very familiar. I was trying to think of what stuck-up general, if it was the stuck-up general or not that we encountered before. I think it was. Oh, no. He's in 4. I'm sorry, he's in 4. He's like a bald person, if I remember correctly. In fact, I'm doing a lookup right now. Yeah, he's crazy bald. At least in his old art he is. The battle soon became a siege war. Tell us something we don't know. Yeah, I remember the city being in chaos when I was growing up. You see, there's that moment that ignited the chain of events leading to our crisis today. The 4th Battalion was outmatched and desperate, for its provisions were depleted. At the same time, the city was being overrun by riots and pillaging from within. Oh, you know what, chat? Let's actually talk about the plot. So, like, okay. So now we have Chatelard's motive confirmed. So I guess we can also confirm, because Aprilis knew him by association, that he probably also is a clone at this point. So when they're talking about, like, the Great Siege, I have a feeling the original Chatelard died in the siege. I don't remember if we brought that up as a theory last time. But, that's why he's working so much for the other guy in particular. The guy who we haven't seen yet, by the way, aka Papa, that we saw very briefly in Edamona's flashback. Yeah, they're sure taking their sweet time to reveal the true villain, by the way. So either they are really going with old school JRPG, where it's like, no, it's the man behind Chatelard, or he's actually dead. I would actually like it more if he was dead, to be honest with you, but they're probably going to do the man behind the curtains thing, which is really overplayed in JRPGs. Chatelard was stationed with a company that chose to obey orders and stand their ground. Knowing they wouldn't last, Chatelard executed a plan that would turn the tide of battle. Oh yeah, he definitely died then. Oh, this is just confirming it for me. He took a small number of troops and snuck past the siege under the cover of night, under the guise of reinforcements using flambeaux. I'm not actually... What is that? Hold on, chat. Let me learn today what this is. I don't recognize that word. A flaming torch, especially one made of several thick wicks dipped in wax. Huh. Interesting. In response, the 4th Battalion agreed to advance and launch a pincer movement. It's not a bad strategy. Indeed, they even managed to obtain approval from the stubborn General Burden. Or Bordon, I guess, with the O. Maneuver was set in motion. The stationary troops engaged near the rear guard. The disarrayed Romans struggled to respond. Then they waited for the 4th Battalion. But the Baldu gates never opened, and the 4th Battalion never emerged. So they just left them to die? Correct. Supposedly the general changed his mind before the maneuver was to begin. Needless to say, the Romans regained their composure and retaliated. They made quick work of Chatelard and his company. That's terrible. Excuse me. Balduc's stationary troops were comprised of young, talented men. In all but an instance, all of Chatelard's trusted comrades were annihilated, as well as him. All that happened right outside the city walls? It's a truth the Glean royal family kept from the outside world to this day. They announced their unconditional surrender right after that, didn't they? Wait, how did Parks learn about it then? Unless he was talking to the princess or something. But he didn't confirm that. Whatever. That's right. But that wasn't the end of Chatelard's efforts. After the surrender, Chatelard proposed to the families of the fallen comrades be indemnified. The royal family promptly refused. Shortly after, Chatelard was baptized and founded the Hieroglyph Knights in Glia. That explains his Glia complex. I feel terrible for him, but it's not for a reason to roll over and just let him get his revenge. I agree. Nothing good can come out of this. I hear you. So what's it gonna be, Adol? Let's find out the truth behind the prison. Let's put a stop to his plans. Let's stop his plans. I don't care about the truth. We already know. I don't know about that, but something's got to be done about him. Before we worry about Chatelard, we have to save Felix and Carla. And I'm curious to know what Dad's been up to. I ain't leaving this time without his head on a pike. Then it's settled. It's great that you're all pumped up and all, but this restricted sector's on high alert now. Your gifts might not be all it takes to get through unscathed. Just go through the front doors! Just kill them! Who cares? Why are we so hung up on these normal soldiers? Like, chat, like, this also frustrates me in plots. When we are characters that are given, like, superpowers, and we just refuse to just go through and fight things, it's very frustrating to me in particular. It's not, like, if we were regular Adol, this would not be an issue in the plot, because it's like, yeah, regular Adol probably couldn't take, like, 100 guards, but this is, like, god-tier Adol. Like, he literally is given, like, the gift of zip and flight and everything else. Like, even in the story thing, he's, like, far beyond a normal man at this point. So, I just find that very annoying, also, in plot points. Austin Power movies would be considered they have families, something like that. But we killed guards earlier, so it's not, like, an issue of we can't kill them. Well, excuse me, we knocked them out, I guess, technically, whatever. It was only a matter of time before something was done about all those break-ins. If only there was that famous phrase, chat. If only there was a way to get inside without being noticed at all. You mean one of, like, the 7 damn entrances we found already? Why are we still talking about this? We have so many ways to get into the prison. We have so many ways. So many ways. It's like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's like they forgot we got into the prison. We have, like, one literally per district of how to get in there. You've got to be kidding me. Realistically, how many people would be guarding all of those entrances? Ridiculous. The restricted sector? Wasn't there an old aqueduct there? Was there? Huh. Check out the big brain on the kid. I think I remember it too. Judging by the direction, it's probably drawing water from CL Canyon that we totally haven't been to, and we totally found the entrance already. CL Canyon. It's just northeast of the city, right about here. I love that it's on the map. I don't know if that's intentional, but that is kind of funny. And that's our new front door. I'm really curious if this is actually the map I've explored or not, but I've already been here. But there's a barrier blocking this passage. How convenient. Yeah, how convenient indeed. To roll my eyes. And we have to dispel the plot barrier before we go in. We're ready to go when you are, Adol. Be careful out there. Hieroglyph Knights at every corner. Excuse me, there is. Are there more quests? Oh, there's more quests. Okay, well, I want to hand in the teacup.
Hey! See you later. Hello there.
Let's... so I don't know what we're missing on the map at this point. We reeled in the truth. Okay. Don't neglect your weapon maintenance. Oh, Credo. If only you knew. I don't want you dragging me down. Don't worry, we're not using Adol.
Say the word and I'll make it.
If only, I know, big oof there, chat.
Let me know if you need anything else. Say the word and I'll make it.
Just shrug your head. Every time you see it, chat, just shrug your head.
Come back anytime.
Yeah. So,
Everybody's changing, apparently. Wow, I can talk to her while not facing her direction? That's actually impressive. Legit was, like, nowhere near her. Alright, miniature teacup. This teacup is a children's plaything, is it not? Upon closer inspection, it is quite a beautiful piece. Adol, would you accompany me for a moment, or are we gonna go back to the antique shop? Drip, 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 tiny teapot. Oh, no. Enjoy. Thanks, Anemona. It smells great. You're pretty good at this, Anemona. Well, I mean, this ties into the memory we saw earlier, so... Does it? I will take your word for it. Do you dislike the tea? Is something bothering you? We'll ask her that. No, it is nothing. The design on this cup. It is of Saint Rosvita. Provide consolation to help ease her grief. I have yet to make sense of myself. Why had I forgotten for so long, only to remember in that moment? Well, Anemona, it's called plot convenience and contrivance. That's why you only remember it until now. Speaking with you has allowed me to regain my composure. I am grateful for your company, Adol. I greatly value your friendship. Adult perception reached level 2.
That's right.
Just has to stop him ourselves. That's real convincing. We'll tell her we're here to stop Chatelard. I really don't feel like reading their dialogue. I don't know. It's just not that interesting, unfortunately. I'm mostly just doing it to get journal entries and stuff like that if I really want it. Oh, come on. We have a friendship with Iris of all the characters? Adol, just the person I needed to see. There's something I wish for you to see. Can you wait here with Gramps? I know, how do we get Iris before other characters?
I'm looking forward to seeing what Iris has to show us.
I'm not, I hate this.
Do you know anything about it at all?
No, but I hate it.
Gramps, Adol, thank you for waiting. So, what do you think?
You better say it looks good, or I'll stab your eyes out.
Are her, like, scarf things pulsating? Why are they swaying randomly like that? Like, they come to a dead stop, and then they start moving again. Are they, like, bug antenna? like, what, are we learning things about Iris? It looks nice as something different. You know what? I don't feel like being nice to her. We're gonna ask her if it's something different.
Are you blind? Can you not see this apron? Ch8 worked hard on it, you know.
That was very generous of him. But if Ch8 was the one who made it for you, then does that mean you're...
That's correct. From now on, I'll be working at the Dandelion. I'm hanging up my hat as an assassin. I'm putting it all behind me, along with my royal title.
It was just a name anyway.
That's a very big decision, Iris.
Yes. After coming to the Dandelion, I've since learned the error of my ways. I blame the Romans for everything bad that happened to me. I spent my life running, but I'm done with that. I want to start living for myself, like all of you are. Starting from now, I'm just going to be plain old Iris.
You always were Iris. When did we call you anything other than Iris?
Good for you.
I feel like Park should have said that more sarcastically.
I support your decision. I think it's a much better job for you than being an assassin.
Yes, I think you are right.
Is this supposed to be endearing? I still hate this character. It's like, I'm like, I'm choosing not to kill people. Aren't I a great person? I'm like, no. No. No, you're not.
Though I hope you don't think you're getting out of receiving a proper education. I understand that you can read and write, but there's much to learn about the world.
Ugh.
And if you're going to work here, you'll need to learn etiquette as well.
Oh gosh, please.
Be sure to address Ch8 with respect. He is your manager now.
Now you sound just like the overbearing goody two-shoes who raised me.
Well, Parks, I think you should teach her a lesson that you can't breathe underwater by holding her head into a bucket. I'm just saying, chat. I'm just saying. It would cut down on the complaints greatly. The one who raised you as an assassin, what kind of person was he? I guess she's gonna potentially talk about Maxim as her trainer. I'm guessing.
Sort of. His real work was doing some kind of black market trading or whatever.
I like that I just like know all the plot points. Like it's just like it's like kind of like thinly transparent. This game did not really make me think hard on the plot like at any point. I'm just like, you know, chat. Like I think I had it all figured out by like chapter 4. It was just over.
He only taught me self-defense, so it was useless for getting my revenge. I found out later, he never intended to teach me how to be an assassin in the first place. As a favor to someone who died before I was born. The one who entrusted me to him.
I see. It must have been difficult for you to part with him.
This is not a game you play for the plot, exactly. See, like now I'd feel less bad speedrunning this game because I would just skip the dialogue because some of this dialogue is like, I can't handle it.
You should be grateful to your parents and the man who took you in. Because of them, you have the opportunity to live an honest life.
See what I mean? Overbearing. If you piss me off, I will gut you.
She is so unlikable. Oh my gosh.
I thought you retired from being an assassin.
Oh, she's so terrible. Like, come on.
Yes, I did. But... Oh, by the way, I made something for you two.
It better be like the best damn item ever to make up having this skit.
You had better stay put until I get back.
If it's not top tier, we're killing her later. Oh no.
Ah, this tea looks excellent. Shall we add all?
We're gonna die via tea, chat. The tea is a startling amount of spice that burns your throat. See?
This tea is rather invigorating.
Gotcha, losers! I spiked it with the hottest spices from his spawny.
So, chat, when can I kill this character?
I may not be an assassin anymore, but I never said I was going to be some law-abiding citizen.
Gosh, she's actually the worst. I think I'm willing to say it. I think she is one of the worst East characters. I almost thought that they wouldn't top the snobby noble character in Lacrimosa as one of the most unlikable characters, but he's meant to be unlikable. No one is meant to like him, not even the player, not the other characters. Even he was not this bad. Even he was not this bad, chat. I'm willing to say it. I think his throne has been usurped.
You had better watch what you eat around here, too.
He didn't, like, actively poison us.
You sure got us good.
Now throw the tea in her face.
But I do hope you'll keep these practical jokes to a minimum.
Imperious rallies at max level. Wait, we didn't even get an item out of it after all that? Wow, she is just the worst. Actually, just garbage tier. So they're talking about potato shortage. Also, I really don't like that she lost the mask. I think her better with the mask on. It's fine, don't worry. I'll just go for more round, even slices this time. I'll just take this one here and... Yufa grasps a fresh potato. She attempts to grip it, and it flies out of her hand. Ah! Guess it's mashed potatoes again. Sorry, Sil. Sometimes I forget I'm stronger than I realize. It's alright. Potatoes are versatile that way. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Plus, I'm sure you have a lot on your mind right now. Leave the cooking to me, Yufa. You just focus on bringing your boyfriend back safe and sound. How many times do I have to say it? He isn't my boyfriend. Ugh, one of these characters. But thanks, Sil.
Any errands you'd like me to run? Or you'd stay safe out there?
Ugh. So we have a recipe to hand in. This might be enough to finish off the church stuff, maybe?
Killing me. Here you are, fresh out of the...
Yeah, look at that, chat. I could just have infinite SP. Like, this game is so breakable. We haven't abused any mechanic in this game at all. I haven't upgraded my armor, my weapons. I haven't abused literally infinite SP. So silly, chat.
Go get him out there, darling.
Like, actually broken. Like, there's some actual broken stuff in this game, for sure. Oh. Where's the donating food character? Oh, she's over here for some reason.
You've been a great help.
Alright, give the apple pie.
This is...
So this is the 12th one we donated. Let me to thank you on behalf of the congregation.
Please, take this.
Life formula received. Okay. Oh, she still wants more. I'm still missing a recipe at this point? Wow, I would have thought that would have been the final one. Okay. Okay. Wait, where's the... Oh, she's in the back room, probably. Hello there, Adel. You don't need to freak out. I'm not here for anything urgent. Came to get advice on staying in shape so I can be ready to go question my dad. Well, I can't offer you much more than the usual advice. Watch your diet, rest often. Here you are, right in front of me, yet I can't do a thing to help. I've given you countless checkups by now, too. Honestly, I'm a little disheartened. Disheartened? You? Well, I might not be much of one, but I am still a physician, you know. The helplessness of all you know not being enough, the despair of letting a patient die. As long as I hold people's lives in my hands, those feelings will always haunt me. I may be out of line, including myself here, but that's just the price of being a doctor. Yeah, the person that drugged us is more likable than Credo and Iris. You're right, actually. The price of being a doctor. What about my dad? How does he feel about my illness? He feels guilt. Jules, it's not really deep.
Well, hello there, Adam. Oh, take care up there.
You know what, chat? I'm gonna see if I can beat the game without any upgrades. And then once we beat the game, I'm actually gonna bother equipping the super weapons. And I'm gonna see, for example, like how much damage we do comparatively in some of the challenges. There's another side quest. Oh, I forgot to check the boards. That's right, they did say new side quests were available. The one under the prison near the Groaning Grotto. Where was that? Yeah, chat, I wonder where our story destination is. Oh, and then there's an unknown... Hey, chat, we could go really out of sequence. Look at this, I could do the side quests for the area I haven't unlocked. Sure. Why not, chat? Let's just do a side quest out of order. Why not? Where is this relative to the Groaning Grotto? I don't see it. I do like this music.
Focus on offense.
Oh, nice flash guard. I wasn't sure if I'd get that or not. I was kind of option selecting into a skill. I'm glad it paid off. Now, these characters are really good at stuns, so Adel having a lot of freeze frames here is actually kind of godlike. Look at that. Speaking of which, they're actually getting wrecked. Wait, this laser attack is better than Renegade's. Oh no, chat. It rotates faster. And it juggles. Oh my gosh, why does Renegade just have like the D tier moves? Yeah, see that? It pushes them backwards. Oh, I took a lot of damage there. I gotta be careful. Yeah, see this freeze frames and it pushes them backwards? That's what you want in a move that leaves you stationary. Look at this. Like, it's just so much better at doing what I need it to do, which is play keep away, but still apply enough damage that it's useful. Oh, there's another enemy here. I can't believe I almost maxed the skill already. That's so silly. Yeah, see that, chat? It's already at that rank. That's crazy. Oh, that ability looks interesting. I'm curious, like, what other things we could do with it. I guess we'll go back and report it. Oh, and one other thing. Now you're reporting to Petals on your subjugation quest. They're gone. You can just report to me in her stead. Ch8 Parks and I will figure out a way to get you compensated for it. It's difficult being reminded about what happened to her. But for now, just get out there and put your best foot forward.
Hey!
Report.
So, what's the situation? Good work out there. It ain't much, but...
Regular Blood Fang? I guess I could get the upgrade now, because I have 2 Blood Fangs, so they can upgrade into the Violent Fang or whatever it's called. I'm actually worried I'm going to overflow the Nox. I'm curious how much you can hold at any given time. If it's 200 because of 2 notches, or 999 or something.
What do you want to make?
So these are all maxed. Can't do anything there.
Good work out there.
We're going to do Prison Infiltration last. Let's go to the side quest I'm not supposed to know about.
It's so cold anything.
The Woodlands of Woe. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Aw, you can go back and wait if you want, scaredy cat.
I'm not scared.
I love getting plot out of order, chat. Hello, Tetra. Me. The songs of the past say but little to me. Oh, where in the world could these missing words be? What are you doing here? Monstrums! What are you doing here? Here, it's not much, but it's all I got left. Just please don't kill me. Where's the fun in cutting down a helpless chick like you? Ugh, he's just the worst. We're not here for your money anyway. Guess our reputation as thieves hasn't gone away entirely. Well, the White Cat and Hawk's exploits do stand out more compared to the rest of us. In any case, what are you doing all the way out here? Seem to be alone. Yeah, if you wanted to take a walk, you'd be better off doing it, well, anywhere else, really. What's this? Could it be you're concerned about me? I've heard plenty of bad rumors about you guys around town lately. But maybe it's the rumors of you actually being good people that are the real ones. Were the monstrums nice to meet you? I wonder. We'll say nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. My name is Tetra, and my calling, the life of a wandering bard. I've come to the Woodlands of Woe in search of fresh material for my new piece. We have met this individual through one of our previous requests. Thank you, doll. This goes into what Calvisham said earlier, where they gotta remind us about characters we've already seen. Yeah, she's the one looking for the song material about the Holy Swordsman, right? Wow, they really are just spelling it out for you. I guess she wouldn't have realized we were monstrums back then. It's a risky venture, yes. But think of all the incredible inspiration I can draw from here. No one knows where the Woodlands of Woe got its name from. Even locals wouldn't dare approach it. Except for us, we got through the barrier. I don't know how you got here. You're braver than most do so alone. It took all I had just to shake off the beasts. I was about to become a legend myself. But finding the stone pedestal makes it all worth it in the end. Take a look. A bunch of stone fragments must have broken off this slab here. I don't know how she got past the hand-faced trees. I agree, chat. Without them, it's impossible to make heads or tails of it all. I haven't managed to find any of the other pieces around here, though. Uh-oh. She's close to saying the magic phrase, chat. No surprise there. Who knows when this was broken? The fragments could have washed away in the river, or ended up buried in the ground. Maybe. But even so, I shan't falter. I just know this will make for an epic piece. More than the Holy Swordsman did, even. Tetra really seems pretty set on staying here until she finds the fragments. Well, she'll probably be fine getting back if she had the grift to make it this far. Still, what do you think, Adel? Let's lend her a hand. You will? No jest? Even my wildest muses would never dream of the monstrums helping me. Stuff like this is probably right up your alley, huh, Crimson King? You think? Look at him, guy's practically chomping at the bit. Wouldn't it be difficult finding some pieces of rock in the middle of a dim forest? My third eye should come in handy where that is concerned. I will remind you, the dumb player, how to use my mechanic, all the way at the penultimate chapter, potentially, of the game. I don't know why I have to keep saying this every time. It seems really redundant that I keep reminding you how my gift works. Yes, we know it's more proficient searching with you than using normal search. Sounds good. Let's get started then. Can we ask you to wait here for now, Tetra? Of course. Luck and fortune be with you. I mean, why use her sight ability when you could see it on the minimap? Right, chat? One. Oh, this is like Rising Slash. It's got pretty good horizontal momentum. It's just too expensive, unfortunately. I know. They're really trying to push this, like, doll agenda, and I'm like, listen. Oh, oops, I went the wrong way.
Ram him down! Something's there. It's down!
Hightail it, chat. It's surprisingly easy to do. Ah, he moved me out of the way. Stop that. I believe these 3 fragments should fit into the broken pedestal. Shall we head back and report our findings to Tetra? Wait. Oh, it wasn't letting me warp there for a second. These really are the fragments. You really found them. I just have to thank you for this somehow. Allow me to sing the ballad of gratitude. Ahem. Me. We'll pass, thanks. It's a thought that counts, really. Come on, hurry up and put him in the pedestal. Figure out what it says. It would appear that certain individuals among us are curious about its contents. Right, here I go. Tetra carefully fitted the stone fragments into the pedestal. Long ago, a great suffering ravaged this land. The people were beset by countless battles, rampant disease, and unbearable destitution. Before long, their suffering gave birth to impurity, begetting more suffering in turn. The gods, in their pity for those who could do naught but pray, produced for them a single unhatched egg. They're talking about eggs? Why is this reminding me of Berserk with the Behelits? That's not a good feeling. Ever immaculate, this egg bore upon itself the impurity of man, becoming their solace. Hearken carefully and hear the whispers of the trees floating upon the airy breeze. Raise a prayer and cleanse thy body by the clear waters of the cascading falls. Do so and be absolved of the looming dark of night, granting peace to the land of man. O Grimnir, king of gods, with your loyal Actually, is this one of the first times we've heard Grimnir actually mentioned? I guess it's come up a couple times, but it's been a very long time, I feel. I'm trying to remember if they even said it when we went underground before. Your loyal... We knew about the demigods, though, from the murals or whatever you want to call them. Eclipse the bewitching light of the moon and guide humanity's prayers to the heavens. That's where it ends. One can surmise this altar was once used in religious services long ago. Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember Loki, where I was like totally, you know, off-brand Loki, because we were talking about Thor knockoff names. But I don't, yeah, I'm not sure if we heard that name before or not. What a terrible way to introduce it. It's like so late in the game. Sounds like it. Seems as part of some kind of prayer ritual to the gods. It's a remnant of the Norse faith, right? Just like the one at the deserted village. It's a pretty interesting read either way. An egg that bears the impurity of man. What could that mean? Come on, Adel. Come on. Come on. You should know what this means. We'll say it sounds incredible. Indeed, my interest is piqued as well. It is likely part of an archaic myth of some sort. Did they not realize this is about them? Are they being serious right now? Is this actually happening? Is not one of them gonna mention it? That said, they get better understand things a little better now. Woodlands of Woe were never actually named after suffering or grief. It's an ancient word for Norse shrines like these. Weo, a sacred place. That was its original meaning, a place of holy serenity. The name must have gotten warped over time before vanishing with the gods. She cries. Huh? Why are you crying? Did the stream die? I hope not. 1 second. Oh. It looks like it did. At least it reconnected this time. Okay, well, I'm gonna continue since it should catch up eventually. First you're thrilled, now you're upset. Least you could do is be consistent. But think about it. What could be sadder than being forgotten? We'll never know how many of our ancestors prayed for Gleea's peace here. Oh, actually, that's kind of annoying. 1 second. Let me move this out of the way since I tabbed out. It's going to be fickle with me until I put it back. That's true. I think they deserve every honor and respect for it, too. We have to realize that peace won't come to us through prayer alone. I do wonder how the bewitching light of the moon mentioned relates to the ritual. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you guys really this stupid? How many Norse myths are there? There's one. There's been one the whole game. Of course it's talking about you. God, you guys are so stupid. Ugh. What else do you think this means? Come on. You're killing me. Not one of you has figured this out. Gosh, you're so stupid. I can't handle this plot, chat. They're just like unbelievably dumb. Like I fail to believe that not one person in this group can put together that the Norse religion that has only had one myth the entire game and has only mentioned things related to the moon does not think it's related to them. It's so ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. Maybe it's the Grimwald. I'm glad I get to say it as Adel because this is getting ridiculous. I'm not gonna say it's hard to say. Oh my gosh. I know. Where's Jules with the smarts? Renegade apparently had the same feeling. But apart from that, I can't really figure out anything more. What do you mean you can't figure out anything more? That's your origin story, you dum-dum. Chat. I can't take them. I'm gonna get out of this side quest. Guess there's no clues to breaking the curse here then. What a pity. Hey, how long do you plan to keep blubbering on for? It's really awkward because there's no sound and you just keep moving awkwardly in the camera. She sniffs. Sorry, I'm okay now. Thanks to you, I've managed to get my hands on the inspiration of a lifetime. The history runs deep, so make sure to write up a lyrical hit that'll do it justice. After all, passing tales like this through the ages is the bard's whole purpose in life. Well, in that case, can't wait to see what you come up with, Tetra. Alas, no song could ever be enough to thank you for your help, Monstroms. Least I could do is give you this. Take it, I insist. Strike crown received? Alright, better jot this inscription down and get to composing. 'Twould be my honor to play for you should we ever meet again, O noble Monstroms.
Always happy to help.
It is so frustrating how dumb they are, chat. Oh, so it's just a better strike talisman. I don't really need that right now, and Krisha Yufa pumping their own power is okay. Actually, one other thing. I don't know if the AI has a damage reduction. I never really tried to compare their damage. In Lacrimosa, I feel allies did slightly less damage in exchange for basically getting super armor. In this game, they seem to take no damage at all, which is kind of silly. But I don't know if they got a damage penalty to kind of compensate. Apparently, they're trying to convince me that charge square is the best way to stun enemies. But I don't believe them. Actually, before we do this quest... let's get our SP uses out of the way. There you are. Got some time to spare right now? Sure. Seems a little different than usual. I like how we don't have the revelation that he's related to Iris at all still. Maybe you saw the request. Either way, I've got a job for you. One only you Monstroms could pull off, since you've already snuck into the prison enough times already. Even Maxim is saying, like, yeah, you guys been there like 8 times. Like, even Maxim knows, chat. What? You figured it out, we're no Monstroms? We're not gonna say we're no Monstroms. I mean, we literally were just spamming skills in front of them. We're gonna ask you figured it out. You really think I wouldn't? You're not the most discreet customers I've ever had. Yeah, we did skill spam in front of them, to be fair. But don't worry. You've got your business and I've got mine. That's the rule. So much for that. Something must be happening in the prison to make you break your policy, right? You think so? It's highly probable, given the situation. The Knights have taken hold of the prison under the guise of a revolt, after all. My request is simple. I need you to help me infiltrate the prison. As for the route, I'll direct you. Your only job is to back me up until I reach my objective inside. While the details are lacking, this request does appear to be more than mere impulse. Yeah, I could tell you've been thinking this through. What should we do, Adol? Request accepted, Maxim. The deal is sealed. Fair warning, though. They'll get pretty messy after we sneak in. The prison's currently manned by a whole battalion of knights. Of the Knights' most capable men. Won't be able to rely on my usual tricks to get this done. I mean, I could just kill all the guards. I don't really care. Would this have to be real careful, or do you have a plan? We'll ask him if he has a plan. In a sense, I've got a forbidden trump card for situations like these. I don't like the sound of that. What's it like to thank our party to Maxim? You're not wrong. The Knights and the Romans are still in turmoil. It's the perfect time to strike. 1 second, chat. All they need is a little push. Pandemonium greater than any they've experienced thus far. So you plan to fulfill your objective while their guard is down. Can't say I know your goals, but it's a foolhardy plan to say the least. And who better to call for foolhardy plans than us monstrums, huh? Well, personally speaking, I have something I wouldn't mind looking into there myself. Same here. Getting our hands on some intel will definitely help offset the cost. Have you already planned out our route of entry into the prison? Yeah, I'll lay it out for now. Exactly, chat. Pandemonium is their favorite. This will be your most dangerous job yet. I'll be trusting you on this, monstrums. And so Adol and his comrades began drafting out an infiltration strategy with Maxim. Sorry, chat. My tongue is still kind of bothering me for some reason. Give me a moment. Feels a bit swollen today, unfortunately. After informing the Dandelion, preparations were made to carry out the plan. Okay, we accepted the quest. Can I shop with him before he does his thing?
Goodbye. I see. Looking to cut it, do you?
Mushroom recipe was here. Did I miss it from somewhere else? Strange. Oh, maybe that means I did miss whoever was originally supposed to give it to us if it showed up here. So, oops. I mean, I'm glad that I didn't really get punished hard for missing a recipe. No, I just mean in general it shouldn't have shown up there. Because it said if you miss something, it goes there. I didn't really think about it before then.
Looking for anything specific?
Yeah, if only I had more Hornbill wings, I could just get a 2/3.
Hope to see you again soon.
Oh my.
Yeah, maybe I forgot to talk to some of their parents or something. It's the only thing I could think of. Like, I haven't been to the antique shop a lot. So it could be the antique shop, it could be Jules' home. What other plot points? I might have missed the conversation with Carla. Could have been in any of them, honestly. Anyway, apparently we're gonna voice the lines again. Oh, Christian, my dear. Heard about what happened to poor Carla. It's just awful. And on top of that, they say the Knights have stormed the Governor General's too. It's just one worrisome event after another. What could just be going on there? Whole town's been been bating their breath. and worry over whether this will mean war. Yeah, been having a hard time making any sense of it myself. And it's so close to the Victory Day festival too. AKA the final chapter, right, chat? The saint herself would be saddened to see her town in such disarray. If only, oh, there's that phrase again. If only there were an amicable solution to all this. The saint would be saddened, you say.
Always a pleasure to buy what you like. Oh, save for Anemona, of course. Thank you for stopping by.
It's okay, we'll buy Anemona too. Where was Jules' family house again? I'm assuming I can revisit them. I honestly don't remember. Oh, never mind. Yeah, like, I don't think I went in here at all the previous chapter, so it's possible I missed something in here. I guess I should talk to them now. Yeah, I definitely do not remember walking around in this house at any point in the previous sessions. Is there nobody here? What's happening? Is it really right for Jules to be going out at a time like this? I'm just so worried. Do I go after him? I know he could take care of himself, but oh dear, what should I do? It's only natural she'd be worried. Just hope things settle down soon. That's Revolt and all. So I probably missed like one conversation with Jules. Oh well. Chat saying right at the entrance in Noble District. Yeah, I really didn't remember. It's not something I revisit or super care about. I'll probably be one of the only times I go there. Like, literally, I might only go one more time before the end of the game. Things will get messy after we sneak in. Make sure you're prepared for it. Ready to begin the operation? Sure, we'll begin the operation. Acknowledge. Let's get started. Man, I'm so pumped about this, you wouldn't believe. I guess someone has to be. Anyway, what's our first move? We're infiltrating the prison through the path in the entertainment district ramparts. Let's make our way over. We're reusing a dungeon path. Can we at least skip to the point where we're at the prison? Good, it looks like we are. Look at him. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as ever. Shouldn't be a problem as long as I play it cool. That wouldn't be half as fun with that loudmouth Belger missing out. Oh, are we rescuing Belger? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I guess we are. Arthur Cross. Huh. Plan's already in motion, huh? Fine by me. Been bored stiff without my favorite stooge around. Time for me to make a killing. Hello, Guardsman Greg, who's somehow still more likable than Iris. We're in. Wait, the way is blocked off. Would you look at that? They've gone and gated the place up. Guess these knights must have been tired of playing zookeeper. Makes you wonder what that place was for to begin with. Anyhow, this one looks like it'll be tougher than usual to knock down. That won't be necessary. I've already planned for this. But before that, you sure you're willing to go through with this? We'll go as wild as we can get, or it's too late to back out now. We'll say we'll go wild. Huh. Can't wait to see what the monstroms could do from up close. I'll guide the way. May fortune be with us all. The bombs, I guess. Explosion not seen in this version of the game. What was that? Hell if I know. Fortify our defenses. Oh, the bird's gonna operate. The bird operated it with its psychic powers there. There, the path's open. Let's move. Don't stop until you brought every last one of them to heal. Bit of an extreme way to put it, but I suppose I'm not against it. Now then, everyone, shall we take to the stage? Crawl, indeed.
courtyard is just up ahead. Time to let loose.
Don't have to tell me.
That's what his voice sounds like? Time to let loose. Why did... Oh, that's not the voice I picture for that character, even remotely. Oh, I was trying to jump. Oh, I hate it when it faces you towards an exit, because I wanted to do this. That way we recharge SP as we go along.
It's the Monstrums. They've broken again?
Excuse us, coming through.
There's no need to go this way, Chad. Head for the courtyard. Come on, let's get a move on.
Sorry about this.
Oh, we're actually fighting the guards this time? AK what we should have been doing the entire damn time in the plot? Seriously. This side quest is highlighting how bad the plot is.
There are too many for us to manage.
Maybe we can lure them somewhere and then use the stairs to get to the entrance.
There's too many for us to manage? What chapter do you think I'm in? Chapter 1? I'm ready to kill them all. I don't know what the game is talking about. Pretty easy to me. I don't know about you. I'm not really exactly struggling with base equipment. Like, keep in mind, chat, like, I'm still using starter sword and I'm still killing them, like, almost instantly. Like, okay. They don't even have a weakness to me. They're just terrible.
We should be able to get to the west wing from here. The quickest way there would be directly up.
Just making sure I went the right way.
We need a diversion. Drop that.
Why do we need a diversion?
Monstrums are here.
Well, if it's pandemonium we wanted, we sure got it now. What the? It's you guys! Oh, the thieves? I don't really want to rescue the thieves. I mean, I was wondering if we were gonna break them out of jail. I mean, I think we're still gonna eventually rescue the general, even if it doesn't happen now. I'm just more disappointed that we rescued these people potentially. Wait, they're still in their original outfits? Why didn't they get prison outfits? It's those imposters from before. So this is where you've been all this time. Wait, Kat, you put them in jail! What do you mean this is where you've been? What? Don't act like you didn't know. You're the reasons we're even in here. Exactly. You deserve to get mad. Do you have any idea how much we've been through thanks to you? You want to try saying that again? Ah! No. We only have ourselves to blame for being locked up like this. We're just getting what we deserve, forcing hard labor day after day. Boss? But I beg of you, on a bended knee, please get us out of this cell. We're kind of in a hurry here, so can you give us a good reason to? We've finally seen the light. The lives we meant to lead all along. It all began when we left home 5 years ago. 3 vagabonds forced to live a life of... Forget it, this is taking too long. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, for the love of God! Woohoo! Our prayers are answered! Come on, boys, let's scram. Yeah. Oh, they probably did it on purpose, Calvation. Look at their slow walk off screen. It would seem they are getting away. Why'd you let them go? You're nicer than I thought. I'm gonna say, why'd you let them go? Don't misunderstand. Just figured they make for a good distraction. Wow. We're not even gonna help them out. They already look just like you, after all. They do not. What's all the commotion here? The Monstrums are at it again! They must be around here somewhere. They're beginning to gather. Had Arthur open up a hatch to the roof. Let's take it. We're in the home stretch now. Ah, be raising hell every step of the way. Yeah, can we just kill all the guards? I kind of want to.
Let's tear this place down.
I'm an innocent man.
I'm an innocent man. We just leave him in jail. I did not mean to fall there. That sucked. I mean, I kind of just want to keep fighting things. Where does it want me to go? I don't think I was following. It said the path to the roof was open, but like where? Is there like another stair up that I just missed? Hold on, let me go back. Oh, a ladder. Because I remembered the broken stairs from last time. That's why I didn't think about it that way. But it's okay, ladder's here.
Damn. We don't have as much time as I thought. Change of plans. Can you fly from the east wing over to the central wing? I need you to create a diversion there.
Understood.
Man, this ability is actually kind of useful. Vermilion Scythe is probably better for AoE, but for lockdown of an enemy, it's not bad. It's actually going to end up cheaper than Vermilion Scythe, which is kind of interesting. Oh, I'm not allowed to land down there. Fine, whatever. Wait, where are these enemies? Oh, they're in the building itself. Take that, wall. I don't have to respect you. Yeah, I don't like his improved rising slash technique. It's just kind of eh. Yeah, so I do need to go up there eventually. But I should probably just kill these guards just because. You know, the guards that I can't handle, allegedly.
There's someone keeping watch.
Finally, someone to fight.
Is it bad that I'm starting to feel a little sorry for them?
They could destroy chat. Yeah, so this ability actually might be better than the other Scythe move. The other one's better for crowds. This one's good for stun lock. So I like that they actually do have a different purpose, whereas Renegades is just useless. Suddenly aren't sparing any security in the central wing. Yeah, it's not at all like back when we came to rescue Iris. We need to get downstairs. Guess we won't need to hold back. So guess what? We won't need to hold back. You said it. Let's give them all we got. Our destination is on the 3rd floor, the north wing, the special sector. Shall we proceed below? Again, like from the plot standpoint, why would we do this and then just not go to the hidden district or whatever they called it? Like, we're already in the prison and we're just gonna leave randomly, right, chat? Like, doesn't that make the plot make even less sense? Like, yeah, we gotta rescue Felix and Carla, so that's why we decided to go with Maxim to go to these people. But then instead of going to the restricted sector, we just, went to the Seal Canyon for some reason, even though we were in the prison. Plot question marks, chat. Maxim presses a hidden switch on the side of the fireplace. One of the stem blocks moves slightly, revealing a secret compartment behind it. Maxim proceeds to retrieve a ring marked with white lily from within. The Lilium ring, no sign it's been switched out. Don't think about it too hard, the VP2 strategy. With that, the preparations are... Hardly even put up a fight. I know, Maxim, they're crazy easy. No matter, I have a mission to fulfill. And only if the monstrums manage to pull through. What do you want me to do? Oh, special district. That's right. Oh, did they respawn? Oh no, they're just on a different floor. Oh, there's the one I killed earlier, chat.
Come on, you guys are better than this. Put your backs into it.
Looks like some of you have been skipping out on your drills.
Murder's fun. That's all I'm getting out of that conversation, chat. Yeah, that I really don't like this move. Is it almost mastered at least? It's pretty close. Like that beam attack might actually make me keep Adolin over Doll, because it hits stuns for so long. Like, look at that. And it knocks down, which is ridiculous. Oh, we don't have any business this way, apparently. Heartless. Poor Krishna is surrounded by psychopaths, something like that.
Well, hello, Special Sector. He totally is the bad guy here.
Chad, he's always been the bad guy.
This one is special.
Man, it is just so bad at getting hits. Yeah, this move just kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. It's just worse Rising Slash.
Oh, Maxim.
Maxim presses a hidden switch on the wall. What the? A secret passageway? You act like you've done that a million times already. So how long have you known about this exactly? Never planned on bringing you along this far, but time is of the essence. If you want to know, all you have to do is follow. Well, you heard the man. I definitely want to know. I love the elevator moving as I just, like, refuse to walk with them. Yeah, let's go. There's no time for plot, chat. Things are just happening. Maxim takes out the Lilium ring, placing in the hollow spot in the altar. Then removes the ring marked with the blue lily off his finger, placing it into a second slot. Why are we doing all this exactly? I thought this was supposed to be a prison rescue, but I guess it's just prison infiltration. He wouldn't be an East 9 character if he actually explained things. You're not wrong. From there out, on the others followed down a long winding path, until finally they arrived at a singular room. So, this is our destination. How long's all this crap been down here? Since the fortress was built, I imagine. Seems to be part of the prison's foundation. Just, who are you, Maxim? Maxim opens the desk drawer and retrieves a seal marked with a beautiful white lily. That's the Lilium crest, the old symbol of the kingdom of Glia. Then it stands to reason that the royal family once used that seal. Yes, doll, that's not as insightful as you think that is. The mark of ruling authority. The great seal of the state. It's only supposed to be passed in succession from king to king, which means... What do you mean that you have ties to the right... We just had a side quest tell us this! This was like 2 side quests ago. This happened in this session. Oh my gosh. The incontinuity of the plot is just like so frustrating. YG, the person who trained Iris and happens to deal in black market dealings, is the same guy as Maxim. Whoa! Like, come on. I never would have guessed you have ties to the royal family. Oh my gosh. I can't handle it, chat. Exactly. No way someone unrelated to him would have a clue where this was. It also explains why you're so well versed in the layout of the prison. This fortress. I'm nothing more than a man tasked with a mission. But my mentor, the one who raised me, he served the royal family for generations. As he aged, I took the mantle. All I'm doing is fulfilling His Majesty's final commands. That day, 8 years ago, when the kingdom of Glia fell, His Majesty gave me 2 orders while on his deathbed. The first was retrieving this, the Lilium Seal. The second was securing the safety of his daughter. They're gonna go, oh, she's got a daughter? Like, I swear, chat, if they try to pull the, oh my gosh, Iris's loyalty in this, I'm gonna lose it. I might have to pause the stream. They better not, chat. They absolutely better not. I'm gonna be so mad. His Majesty prioritized these things over his very life. It was my obligation to comply. So that is the reason. Sounds like the king was a pretty upstanding guy. Not like that bastard General Bordon. Hold on a second. So the one who rescued Iris when she was little, it was you all along? Oh my god, you're so stupid. So stupid. Yes, Raging Bull. He's now said it and somebody else has told you. Get a clue, guys. I'd only planned to leave her with my mentor for a time. Once he saw the trauma on her face, he decided he would raise her himself. Old age finally did him in last year. Must be when Iris set off on her own. But that's got nothing to do with me. She's out of scope of my duties now. I like that translates to, yeah, that's not my problem. Thank you, Maxim. I'm glad you abandoned her. Yeah, that's true, and that girl was Iris, it's true. Besides, I doubt she'd remember my face after all these years. So you have no plans of telling Iris about any of this, do you? Sounds to me like you got a soft spot for her, all things considered. I won't even dignify that with the response. That is the correct way to respond to Credo. A member of the royal family is better off staying away from the shadows of society. Sounds like he isn't gonna budge on this one. Indeed. Craw. I sense company approaching. Well now, aren't you a perceptive one? If this weren't a dead end, you just might have managed to slip away. Oh, it's just Gilbert. Who cares about Gilbert? More like Gonbert after we're done with him in combat. It's the old geezer Seneschal, Gilbert. Lucian warned us about him. They'll tell me they just let us lead them here. Looks like it. Knew something fell off about the whole arrangement. They must have had the same objective. With the Lilium Seal recovered, the people of Glia can finally be at ease. If you could just kindly hand it over. I don't know what your aim is here. There's no way in hell it has anything to do with the people. The only thing you care about is getting vengeance for your failures 8 years ago. As the surviving remnants of the Glian Royal Army. How very amusing. There are more of you here than I had anticipated. Glia's future's looking very bright indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Crimson King? Or should I say, Adult Christian? I love everybody knows us. Just how much do the Knights know? We're gonna say Adult who. You can drop the act. We know more about you than even you know yourselves. See, we've come across a number of villains among the populace in recent days. I'm sure you must be worried about your precious friends and families. Right, girls? Sounds to me like you know something, don't you? Guess that means we're just gonna have to beat it out of you then. Don't do anything rash, you two. Getting out is our first... Getting out is not our first priority. I want to kill them. Agreed. I can sense some manner of special fluid coating their blades. It could very well be poison. I wouldn't put it past them. Those knights behind them are the cream of the crop. Don't go underestimating them. Pity it had to come to this. We have an emergency. What? What is it? It's the Monstrums. They appeared on the roof of the south wing. No way they're gonna be allowed to just walk. Can we please just have a boss fight? Don't let them actually leave this. They're opening the main gates as we speak. Won't hold for much longer. What nonsense are you spouting? Those Monstrums you are after are right Cough, cough. What is the meaning of this? You... Gotcha. That was a special delivery, just for you. Hope you enjoy it. You treacherous little... Uh-oh, chat, you're wide open. You're wide open! Perhaps it is you who has made us the mistake of... Perhaps it is you who has made the mistake of underestimating us. We don't even get to fight this guy? Oh, this is lame. Lame. Pity had to come to this. Get ready. Wow, combat off-screen in an action game? Cut me a break, chat. Adol and the group proceeded to fight their way through the onslaught of knights. Gameplay not included, apparently. With Maxim's guidance, they managed to escape through a different route than they had entered. Wow, we don't even play the escape? Terrible. Ooh, side quests in this game are booty, chat. Well, that was troublesome. We didn't end up getting any information out of them either. In searches we did, there were no signs of Felix or Carla in any of the general cells. But why would you look for them in the general cells? They're in the restricted sector, according to the plot. This doesn't make sense. Why yes, Raging Bull, they're not in... You went everywhere but the place they were in. You looked at like 2 floors, and you knew they weren't in the general area. Man, they're just dumb, chat. It's like we figured. It's been some kind of special location only the Knights know of. Indeed. We managed to narrow down things at the very least. Maxim took out the seal of the Glean royal family before throwing it high into the sky. What? The Glean seal estate? How'd you go and do that for? Was this the plan all along? Or was it really okay to destroy it? We'll say, is this the plan? Correct. His Majesty bade me destroy the seal once I retrieved it. I have no intention of handing it over. Not even to His Majesty's daughter herself. Wow, get wrecked, Iris. No one needs to be swayed by the symbol of a fallen kingdom anymore. I'm surprised he'd go that far in order to order something like that. The last king, Aglia, is not a particularly distinguished figure in history, but supposedly his diplomacy helped stall the hostile empire's war effort for years. It only makes sense he considered the future of his people in their nation's last moments. Yeah, sounds like Iris had a good man for a father. Too bad he taught her nothing and she's just a terrible person. Huh? So what are you gonna do now? You fulfilled all the king's missions after all. Oh, excuse me. You fulfilled all the king's missions after all. Don't suppose you'd like to give those cocky knights a good lesson or two? Out of the question. What becomes of Glia is of no consequence to me. Is that right? That's kind of hard to believe. Why even lie about it at this point? Why not come to the Dandelion? Aren't you worried about Iris? Well, we'll try to recruit him, chat. To your hideout, you mean? Suppose you do have His Majesty's daughter in your charge. Looks like he does still care about Iris after all. Oof. Guess that makes him the one person in the world. Hulk sounds like the guy who thinks he's awesome and everyone wants to distance. Or everybody else wants to distance themselves from him. Pretty much. He's just... It's like their version of like a cool guy, except he's like super one-dimensional and flat and very annoying. That reminds me. You have to receive any reward for our efforts this time around. A task of larger scale than anticipated does suggest one be compensated accordingly. Fair enough. What do you have in mind? Well, how about coming to help us with our work for a while? It's no easy task, but it should be a fine way to pay us back for things today. We could use some fresh entertainment too. Things won't be so dull with you around. You're right. I do owe you all a great deal. Very well then, Monstrums of Balduke. My next mission will be lending you a hand with your own. With that, Maxim became yet another one. I love even the narrator is getting tired of the game. Maxim became yet another of the Dandelion's many collaborators.
A most favorable outcome.
10,000 gold. Retrieve Maxim. Maxim will now assist you. Okay, good. It could go above 200 by a significant margin.
Hello there.
Hey! See you later then.
He's in the restricted sector. What do you mean, where's Papa? Guess we'll talk to Arthur. Cool.
Yeah.
Maxim's a shop. Makes sense, he just maintains his function from before. Heard about your situation. Mori's in the Grimwald Nox. They're not to be trifled with, to be sure. Fortunately, Arthur has a knack for sensing monsters. I'll have to keep an eye out. Also keep my inventory stocked. Come see me anytime you need something.
You need it? I got it. You need it? I got it.
Could just buy upgrades straight up.
You saw nothing.
Adel, come back anytime. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I should talk to them. Kudo seems to be in a good mood. It puts me on edge. That's a good one. Her dialogue's the same. Speaking of which, where is Iris the Terrible? Oh, I guess she's upstairs. Is she not gonna acknowledge Maxim? Let's find out, chat. Did they write it in? Yep, she has nothing to say even though we recruited Maxim. 10 out of 10, chat. So is there anything else side quests wise that can be done? Otherwise I might take a short break and kind of break up our video a little bit here. Gonna double check here. I mean, I suppose I could just finish maxing our skills and then we'll move on with the plot. That way I don't have to worry about... I could keep the SP cost down, but then I can also make our damage higher if I lose health. Which is a pretty good combo. So let's do a couple of these.
Lemuri's detected.
Feral Hulk's antics have dropped as of late. He's still a terrible person. Don't you try to redeem him, game. Don't you dare. Stop wasting your time with these garbage characters. It's very insulting, right, chat? Oh, it does freeze frame them slightly. But, it's not really worth it still. Oh, we're pretty close.
What are the hieroglyph knights up to?
Only a couple more fights needed, honestly. Oh, it's below us. Just wondering where this one was. Okay. So I could get rid of this officially, and I could put him on with the thing that scales his damage. Not the Ruby Cape. Don't we have stronger? Do we have the King's Robe still? Hit rate's okay. I mean, this will make Adel's damage more relevant. As I said before, that ability's not bad, and it's much better than Renegade's. I guess I could check if any of these stores have anything special. I feel like we're missing so many supports still, which is a weird feeling. So am I just like missing special items from somebody?
Hey, I carry only the best.
I am missing stuff. Okay, I'm glad I checked this out.
You've got good taste.
Book detailing the legend of the 5 Dragons of Altago. Okay, I know who to get that to. Learn a new skill for Doll. Onyx Slipper. I just felt like it had been a while since we got a rare item. Not a bad looking skill potentially. High impact, okay stun. So it's less break than Mistral Epee, but it could be more useful. So we gotta go back to the Dandelion, I think, and we'll give it to Jules. Because he's like one of the only characters we have not given any gifts to.
Adol.
You give Jules the folklore book, The 5 Dragons, as a present.
Oh.
This book is about the 5 dragons of Altago. Thanks, Adol. Promise I'll take care of it. Oh, don't worry. We took care of it before. That was E7, I think. Mostly have access to academic books, but these are the books I prefer. By the way, Adol, have you ever been to Altago? Yes, we have. I battled those very 5 dragons. I know the princess and elders of the 5 tribes. When I say we battled the 5 dragons, both are true, technically.
Huh?
Wait, legendary dragons worshipped by the 5 tribes of Altago? You're remarkably insouciant. Ooh, what a word. For being the one who defeated the legendary dragons.
Honestly...
I guess that's what makes you famous. I mean, we are pretty indifferent about it, I guess. We do bring it up casually. Yeah, we just fought some gods, whatever.
Hey.
If you don't mind, would you tell me more about it? Wouldn't want to miss any of Adol the Red's stories, told from none other than himself. Recounted the tales of Altago that transpired a year ago. Dogi joined in on the storytelling midway through with his own riveting annotations, not seen here, just fade to black. Affinity with Jules increased. Bloody Haze reached level 2. So, yeah, I'm just gonna check the other stores, because as I said before, I feel like I haven't been checking them for rare items as much. And while some of them might literally be from this chapter, you never know with some of the others.
Yes. Come again, okay?
Is any food place I can safely ignore? Actually, do they have anything to say, the Le Pizza Florist?
Welcome, welcome.
Heard what happened to Miss Carla. How could they do such a thing without evidence? Just try to stay strong. I will. This isn't the time for me to be moping around.
What can I get? What? Come back soon, you hear?
Oh, you know, speaking of which, we never found that other guy who didn't want to join in. Did I miss like a side quest with him? Is he still drinking at all? I don't see him here anymore. Oh well.
Welcome. What do you need?
Vintage wine.
You got a good need to see.
I had a feeling I was missing out. Had a feeling, chat. I'm like, we're pretty late in the game, and I felt like my supports were just not good enough. So good personal call to do this before we move on.
Welcome, yes.
So nothing new gift-wise from her.
What are the Hieroglyph Knights up to?
I'm gonna get hit a couple times. Can you hit me on purpose? Thank you. Wow, that damage is so high now. Wow, that makes a big difference in damage. We were doing 100 damage earlier. I'm doing 300 something. Wow, actually broken. So Adol might be our secret glass cannon god at the moment with the setup. And I could get a better cape for him, which I might as well do. There's nothing new from here. What do I need for the other one? I need like the normal cape and what else?
Please, looking for anything specific?
Just 2 ruby capes. Okay, we'll make one.
And hope to see you again.
And I'll unequip the other one.
Please, take a game. Looking for anything specific? Who's this one?
So this is just 4 more base strength. And instead of capping it 80% more damage, it's gonna go to 120. So more potential max damage. That'll kind of fix them a bit.
Anything else, Catch? Hope to see you again.
Thanks for sticking around, Calvation. Hope you have a good time doing whatever it is you're gonna do. Oh, what happened to his... Oh, it unequipped his other thing. That's annoying. Put the 2/3 on. Actually, does she even need to learn anything else? So she's got Sledge Wave.
It's my turn.
I guess while I'm checking other stores, we could try to master it.
Hey, I carry only the best. Come back soon.
What's all this commotion?
I'm just wandering around town to see if there's anything I could have missed gift-wise.
Got some good. Come back if you get the chance.
What are the hieroglyph knights up to?
As we've seen, even food places sometimes randomly have items of interest.
Again, okay?
Mimiri's detected.
I needed square and circle. Okay. How do you like this, chat? Nice flash guard. Okay. So we've almost maxed this, then I can take off that item again. Any other random stores? I haven't really been to. I mean, I haven't even walked along the Artisan District in a while. I should definitely check out their stores. Oh, Armory, you're so pointless for me. I could... Oh, interesting. Flash Guard heals crit 30? Wait, these are actually pretty good. Hades' Mask looks actually broken. Like, this actually legitimately is broken with infinite SP. It's not even hard to do. So I could make a Crimson Fang if I want to. I don't really want to. No freeze amulets still. A little disappointed. Is that not in this game or something? So yeah, I could get it like a crazy upgrade here. Duration times 1.5 is actually pretty good. Honestly, crit 30, strength 30 is pretty powerful. Because it's better than Fenrir Glove, which I'm using on Hawk. I just need a Flaring Spaldron. I forget who sells those, but I could probably get those. I mean, for me, that's just like a small, easy upgrade. I might as well do it. Do you know what I mean? That way Hawk has like some sustainability. Slightly more damage, better. Same crit rate.
Hello, yes. Come again, okay?
I guess I'll go back and get it. I think I saw it for sale in the other district we just came from, but it's probably faster just to go to Silhouette rather than check the individual stores.
What would you like me to do? As you wish. Here you are. And stay safe out there.
Okay, we'll get both. We'll see what we can upgrade from here. Yeah, duration up on Flash Guard is actually pretty good for us. Oh, I need a Soul Spar. Oh, I'd rather have that. Instead of healing, I'd rather we do more damage longer, actually. We'll just spend a Nox or whatever for a Soul Spar. I don't really care. It's easier to do this.
This is as quality gets. Who's it for?
I might as well also upgrade the Blood Fang in case I feel like using this.
See you later.
I don't think I ever really need it, but it's fun. Yeah, so he's got Strength 25, Crit 30, or I could give him the crazy new item wherever it is. Yeah, there we go. Flash Guard 1.5. So 5 extra strength, and now he's given more utility, which is good for us. Strength 12 and Strength 40 there is pretty crazy. I guess I can equip her with the old Fenrir Claw thing, just for more crit chance.
Need something? This is as quality gets.
Oh, I can make another one of these. Oh, that's silly. I might do that then.
Who's it for? See ya.
Because that way, when she's done with her skill up, I could give her a 30% crit. That would make her a crazy strong heavy hitter.
What's gotten into those knights?
Hmm.
Here they are.
How many more do I need, by the way? Not many more. Arca appeared, nice. Is there anywhere else I should explore for shops, is the question. Went through the armory. There's nothing really in the noble district. Went to the food place there. I guess on the off chance that the food person over here is something interesting, we'll come over here. Oh.
Welcome. Take as long as you
Nope.
come back soon, you hear?
Oh, okay. So I think we checked out everything. Can't think of anything else we could do. Actually, you know what? I never went to the food places back there. I'll double check. And then if I don't see anything, we'll see who we could give the gifts to. Because I got like bottle of wine earlier. Which could go to several characters, honestly. Just making sure we get our SP uses in.
Hey there. I recommend.
Okay, nothing new there. That's fine.
Hey there! Well, early bird gets the worm. Where you going, huh?
Get a feeling it'd come up to this, whatever you say. I love him just flagrantly using skills in the middle of the area.
Come again soon.
Guess I'll do a couple more fights. I guess I'm not gonna max their skill before we get to the next thing. See, what I'm really hoping for, chat, I know we probably won't get it until literally the last chapter, but there's usually in these kinds of games a piece of equipment that makes your strike type all 3 types. That's something I'd want to give to Adol at some point. Poor random citizens I just nuked with the hammer. I guess there's one more store I could check in person.
Welcome. How may I be of assistance?
Nope, nothing new there.
Have a wonderful day.
Okay. So I think that's it in terms of stores. So let's go back to the Dandelion and see what other items we could give away. Nope.
It's you.
Okay, nothing for him. Bottle of wine goes to Margot. Okay, good guess.
Adol.
Give Margot the vintage wine as a present.
Well now.
Oh, you've got your hands on the good stuff, I see. Huh. Well, isn't this a kicker? Take a look at the vintage year. It's the very same year my son was born. You have a son? A family? I can't even imagine. We're gonna ask if she has a son. Surprised, are you? I take offense to that, you know. My son was as kind a man as he could be, though he certainly didn't get it from me. The boy practically lived in harmony with the world itself from the day he was born. He was my business advisor too, in fact. Even Pendleton recognized his abilities. He truly was too good a son for me. Was? What happened to him? We'll say what happened to him. The path of virtue doesn't always lead in your favor. That boy, he couldn't stand to see so many of his countrymen called to war, so he volunteered as a captain, and lost his life soon after, as did his beloved comrades.
That's right.
But I didn't found the resistance to avenge his death or anything so crude. No, I had but one goal in mind. To make Glia the country he so dearly loved, a land we could look into with pride. The way things are now, what will you do with the resistance? We're gonna ask about the resistance. Huh, as if I tell the likes of you. I'm only joking, of course. Suffice to say, Rome and Glia's relationship is not what it was back then. The same could be said of our resistance. That's the painful part. Chain yourself to those days and they'll never end. You're a kind woman, our world views are pretty different. We're gonna say that one. I'm curious what she even says to that. Huh. Suppose I'll just have to take that as a compliment. Well now, just how did this conversation turn so gloomy? Why don't we lighten it up with a drink? That is what you brought it for, no? Margot continued to keep Adel in her company, letting him go only when the bottle was empty. Affinity with Margot has increased. Rousing speech has reached level 2. Okay. So, did I miss any gift items? Question mark. I forget where you even check to see if you have them. Maybe it's an other. Yeah, maybe it was another. I think we handed everything over. Well, these ridiculous materials. We have unloved empty bottles, though. Anemona cutscene T, Iris cutscene T, Margot cutscene 1, exactly.
Adel.
Everybody wants to drink with Adel, apparently.
Adel. Well, hello there, Adel. Oh, take care up there.
So I think that's it in terms of gifts. I guess I just have to make a personal judgment call. I guess I'll pause here briefly before we go to the plot. I think we'll try to beat the chapter, but I don't think I'm going to do it in one shot. I think I need a small break. So let's talk about our progress so far. So from the standpoint of the VOD, this has been a very frustrating series of sub-stories. I feel like it's playing to all the game's weaknesses, which is telling a coherent story within one set location, which is kind of annoying. We got a lot of stuff with Iris, which I didn't really care about, and we just kind of arbitrarily got Maxim. I still think we're gonna recruit the other general that got arrested earlier, the warden or whatever his name was. But yeah, plot is not great. I'm glad we checked around and got more treasure chests, and I'm glad I double checked for gifts. So at least I did a little bit of cleanup there. But yeah, it could have been better, I guess. If I ever play the game again, I'll try to remember to check those consistently as like part of a checklist. We still have about 16% of the map to explore, which I don't really know what that would be other than like literally final chapter stuff. But apparently we have 90% of the total treasure as well. Belger, thank you. But I think from the standpoint of like the normal progression, it definitely has some big pacing issues, and I felt it kind of hard in this particular portion of the session. So from the standpoint of continuing, we're gonna pause the YouTube video, but the stream will continue. So we'll give a little sign off for YouTube. So that's all I really have to say about this session. We'll be focusing, as I said before, hopefully beating the chapter, and that would be a good way to transition to the next chapter. I feel like we're getting really close to the end of the game, so it's probable we might actually beat it before the end of the year at this rate, as I'll have basically like 4 more sessions to clear the game. Just seems kind of reasonable, honestly, even if the last chapter is kind of long. So with that, chat, we're gonna say goodbye to YouTube. So if you got to this point of the video in the VOD, I'd just like to thank you for watching and hope to see you again next time.